Magda took Rosa's nipple, and Rosa never stopped walking, a walking cradle. There was not enough milk. Sometimes Magda sucked air. Then she screamed. Stella was ravenous. Her knees were tumors on sticks, her elbows chicken bones. Rosa did not feel hunger. She felt light. Not like someone walking, but like someone in a faint, in trance, arrested in a fit. Someone who is already a floating angel, alert and seeing everything, but in the air, not there, not touching the road. As if teetering on the tips of her fingernails, she looked into Magda's face through a gap in the shawl. A squirrel in a nest, safe. No one could reach her inside the little house of the shawl's windings. The face, very round, a pocket mirror of a face. But it was not Rosa's bleak complexion, dark like cholera. It was another kind of face altogether. Eyes blue as air. Smooth feathers of hair nearly as yellow as the star sewn into Rosa's coat. You could think she was one of their babies. Rosa, floating, dreamed of giving Magda away in one of the villages. She could leave the line for a minute and push Magda into the hands of any woman on the side of the road. But if she moved out of line, they might shoot. And even if she fled the line for half a second and pushed the shawl bundle at a stranger, would the woman take it? She might be surprised or afraid. She might drop the shawl, and Magda would fall out and strike her head and die. The little round head, such a good child. She gave up screaming and sucked now only for the taste of the drying nipple itself, the neat grip of the tiny gums. One mite of a tooth tip sticking up in the bottom gum. How shining! An elfin tombstone of white marble gleaming there. Without complaining, Magda relinquished Rosa's teats, first the left, then the right. Both were cracked, not a sniff of milk. The duct crevice extinct, a dead volcano, blind eye, chill hole. So Magda took the corner of the shawl and milked it instead. She sucked and sucked, flooding the threads with wetness. The shawl's good flavor, milk of linen. It was a magic shawl. It could nourish an infant for 3 days and 3 nights. Magda did not die. She stayed alive, although very quiet. A peculiar smell of cinnamon and almonds lifted out of her mouth. She held her eyes open every moment, forgetting how to blink or nap, and Rosa, and sometimes Stella, studied their blueness. On the road they raised one burden of a leg after another and studied Magda's face. "Arian," Stella said, in a voice grown as thin as a string. And Rosa thought how Stella gazed at Magda like a young cannibal. And the time that Stella said, "Arian," it sounded to Rosa as if Stella had really said, "Let us devour her." But Magda lived to walk. She lived that long, but she did not walk very well, partly because she was only 15 months old, and partly because the spindles of her legs could not hold up her fat belly. It was fat with air, full and round. Rosa gave almost all her food to Magda. Stella gave nothing. Stella was ravenous, a growing child herself, but not growing much. Stella did not menstruate. Rosa did not menstruate. Rosa was ravenous, but also not. She learned from Magda how to drink the taste of a finger in one's mouth. They were in a place without pity. All pity was annihilated in Rosa. She looked at Stella's bones without pity. She was sure that Stella was waiting for Magda to die, so she could put her teeth into the little thighs. Rosa knew Magda was going to die very soon. She should have been dead already, but she had been buried away deep inside the magic shawl, mistaken there for the shivering mound of Rosa's breasts. Rosa clung to the shawl as if it covered only herself. No one took it away from her. Magda was mute. She never cried. Rosa hid her in the barracks under the shawl.